Rod McKenzie is the Managing Director of Policy at the Road Haulage Association and joins me from Oxford. Hello to you, Ms McKenzie. Is this a good deal for hauliers?
Hello, Sarah. It's a very, very complicated place that we find ourselves in now. So leaving aside the deal, it's either good, bad, indifferent, depends on your views. But what it means for hauliers and what it means for businesses is a mountain of red tape. Somewhat underplayed by Michael Gove in the clip you just played, but certainly there's an awful lot of it. And one of the problems we've got is we don't know whether the IT systems are ready for all this. We don't know whether there are enough customs agents to handle all this paperwork, because it is very confusing and incredibly complex, especially compared to what we've been used to. And there may well be delays both with hauliers and also at the factory end of it all, or the warehouse end of it all, in terms of form filling.
So things are likely to take longer than they should, particularly in the early days. What is that going to mean for the supply chain?
Well, it's problematic. It's difficult to, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but it will certainly be very, very different because we've been used to trading frictionless for many, many years. And now we will have friction, or we will have delays, and people will have to produce documents, either virtual or actual, which prove that they've done all the form filling for all the loads that might be carried in the back of a lorry. And it's not, there's a different form to be filled out for every consignment in that lorry. And if you get it wrong, you're going to get stopped and you're not going to be able to cross the border into the EU, whether it's the Irish side or the French side, if you like, put it simply. So lots of problems ahead, lots of uncertainty. It's not been well explained by the government up to now. It's good to hear Michael Gove saying they're working hard to help businesses now. We would have liked that done a long time ago.
What about the restrictions under this deal? As I understand it, hauliers are allowed just one drop-off and pick-up in the EU before they need to return. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there used to be something called cabotage, terribly technical word meaning moving. You go abroad and then you do lots of different drops while you're abroad and then you come back. And that was part of the sort of free trade single market arrangement that we had with the EU. So that ends, so you can only do one, as you say. And that will tighten things up a bit in terms of the delays.
We've had an insight into what those delays might look like over the last week or so, haven't we? What lessons have been learned from that experience?
I'm not sure what lessons have been learned because, of course, one thing we are all clear about is when there is friction at the border, there is a queue of lorries. Now, we've still got at least until December the 31st and possibly until January the 6th, mandatory COVID testing for all lorry drivers going overseas. So that in itself will create a bit of friction or a lot of friction, depending on how many lorries are involved. What we don't know is add on top of that lorries that haven't got the right paperwork, probably through no fault of their own, will add to that particular queue. So this is the great unknown, Sarah, in terms of what you're asking. How bad will it be? What will it be like? Will it be like it was on Christmas Eve at Dover? Will it be worse? Will it be better? And that is the great unknown, but will certainly not be like what we've had up to now for the last 30 or 40 years.
Rod McKenzie, thank you.